Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing a ranking of all the Wii games that I have. Some newer, some older, around like 10 years or so, but yeah. Let's go ahead and get into the video. I have no idea what that was. Okay, so the first game is, even though this is a combo pack, I'm not talking about both games. So the first game we'll be rating at my very least to the bottom is the My Sims Racing. So I bought this game because it had two games in one, and I wanted to have two games in one because I thought the racing would be fun, but it's mediocre. I'll just go with that. So like, it's kind of like Mario Kart, but completely different and completely ruins it. The controls are not that great. It's kind of boring. I stopped playing it after like a week. So yeah, I mainly keep it for the other game, which I'll talk about later. So, yep, the last game. Next one up is Wii Ski and Snowboard. So there is a collection by the brand, however you say it at the bottom, Namco Bandai. I don't know how you say it. But anyway, yeah, so I usually love this company. They make good games, but this one, yeah. I'll talk about the other two later, but like this one was like right in the middle between the two other games. So I don't know what it is, but the controls are bad. Like, I've only played this like a few times. I've never cared for it that much. It's just like the controls are weird, the map's weird, everything's weird. So yeah, that's the next one in the list. Wii Music. So I know some people have thoughts. Yeah, it is my next game in the list, but yeah, and it's also falling out of the package. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the container for it. It's how I bought it at GameStop. But yeah, I bought this one a way while back. It was one of the first games that I ever bought. But it's not a bad game, but it is farther down there for me. It's more fun, kind of like when you first play it, but then after a while, like there's not really much to do. There's a few levels here and there, but out of the Nintendo Wii games that they made for like Wii whatever, this one definitely is at the bottom, and a lot of people would agree. But yeah, it's not a bad game, it's just not the best. And we now have Family Feud Decades. Yes, I shop at GameStop. Anyway, I think somebody bought this one for me. I have a problem with game shows. I'm obsessed with them, so a majority, I'm gonna warn you, are these of game shows. But yeah, Family Feud Decades. So this one's like fun. I do love the game Family Feud, but like, I don't know, this one's just kind of eh. Like, that's why it's kind of way down there. But like, I do love decades, and you get to play the different decades, but like, you don't really get to pick your characters or anything. They have these weird, funny looking people that you pick from, and yeah. But anyway, it's an okay game. I'll play it every once in a while, but not that often. Game Party 3. So I know a lot of people probably can't stand the Game Party games, which I will say they're kind of fun. I'd say like the first one probably was the most dud, maybe the second and third, and after that, like they weren't as bad, but I don't know, I forgot when I got this game. I think I got this game when it first came out though, but yeah. It's fun. I say that there's some games that are more fun than others, but I'd say the things that are on this are more fun to do in real life. Like, I'd much rather go miniature golfing or playing pool in real life, but other than that, it's not bad. I say some of the controls are kind of strange, like especially when you play darts. Makes no sense. But yeah, just the next one on the list. This one is Game Party 2, or Family Game Night 2. I'm gonna sit there and make it a game party again. So yeah, I really like the Hasbro games that they created for the Wii. But I'd say this one that I have, it's okay. I'd say the only game that's like the most fun on it is the Connect 4. And then after that, it's the rest of them are fair. Let's go with that. But it is fun. I play it every once in a while. I mainly play the Connect 4, like I said. But yeah, just the next one on the list. Next game is Wii Play. So yeah, another one where it was more towards the bottom of the Wii games that Nintendo made. But yeah, it's not a bad game. I'd say like when it did come out, everybody said they bought it because it came with a controller. I did not do it for that reason. I bought it at GameStop. because I wanted it, because I like the Wii games. But yeah, I'd say that there's some that are more fun than others. I know people say that they don't like the cow game because it makes no sense. I'm actually very good at that game. I've scored perfect, I don't know how many times, so. But anyway, yeah, it's not a bad game. It's more fun than some games that are on the Wii, like all the shuffleware and stuff. But yeah, not a bad game. Just next one on the list. Speaking of Wii Play, we now have Wii Play Motion. So like Wii Play and Wii Play Motion are about the same for me. I say this one I put a little bit above Wii Play, probably because it was newer, it has more games, more updated, but not by much though. I mean, there's some games that are more fun than others. I do enjoy playing it. I haven't played it in a while, but I do enjoy playing it. But yeah, I'd say that about Wii Play and Wii Play Motion are about the same. There wasn't much of a change between the two of them, but again, not a bad game. So yeah, going back to now, not the My Sims Racing, but going to My Sims. So I bought My Sims a long time ago, and I played it, and then I bought the game again, this time of course a combo pack. So yeah, I wanted to play it again. The only reason why I do put it at the bottom is, even though it's kind of like fun because you get to create your own character, your own town and everything, that part's fun, you only get to like do it once. So like, you can go back and change things up, but then why do you want to recreate your town? And then there's not that many slots and things. But other than that, it's kind of fun. It's kind of like Animal Crossing in a way, where you get to create like your own thing. I usually like those kind of games where you create your own thing. But yeah, next one is My Sims. On the list is Big Brain Academy. So I just bought this game like last month, so I'm just like now learning kind of how to play it. I played it once when I first got it, and then for a while I didn't really play it that much. Hashtag work life. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but yeah, I've played it a little more recently. I do enjoy it. I'd say that I do like brain games and stuff like that, and that pretty much all that it is like a bunch of brain games to play, so it is pretty fun. I will go with that. Next one is Wii Ski. So how is Wii Ski better than Wii Snowboard or Wii Ski and Snowboard is beyond me. I don't know where they went wrong, but the first game is actually better. The controls are better, the map is a lot more easy to understand, the rules are easier to understand, everything is easier to understand, and I don't know where they went wrong when they did Wii Ski and Snowboard. I have no idea, but Wii Ski is better than that one, and it's the next one on the list. Going back to game shows, we have The Price is Right 2010 edition. So I got this game when it first came out. I remember buying it, and yeah, pretty much I knew that I wanted it because, again, I love game shows. But yeah, I'd say it's a fun game, especially if you like The Price is Right, but it's kind of like the Decades one with the Family Feud. You get these weird looking characters, but at the same time it is fun. You get to pick a bunch of games, you get to unlock stuff, things like that. But yeah, it's pretty fun, especially if you like The Price is Right. It's a game show. We have Wheel of Fortune. So this is another one that I bought when it first came out, and I really like this one because you get to use your own me character and get to play Wheel of Fortune. And if you had Wii Speak, you get to make them say whatever you want, which was kind of fun. So yeah, you also get to collect different clothing items. You get to make your own character however you want. You play, of course, Wheel of Fortune. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, game show heavy. Next one, don't come for me. Next one is Deal or No Deal. So this is actually my favorite game show. So I wanted the video game. So yeah, it's pretty fun because you do get to use your new characters again. You get to be like on the show and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty fun. You get to pick like different rounds and things you want to do. So yeah, it's like the game Deal or No Deal. It's the best game show ever. This one is Brunswick Bowling. So yeah, this one is one of those like generic kind of Wii games, but it's actually not as generic as you think. Even though it is just bowling, it's not very boring. But yeah, you get to pick like what mode you want to do because they have like the night mode and the day mode, and the night mode's like really cool because you got all the lights and stuff. And yeah, you do have some really weird, funky looking characters that you create, but other than that, it's really fun, especially for a bowling game because you get to like do championships. They have a bowling poker game, which is like who even come up with that is amazing, because I love both. But yeah, it's really fun. And another game show is The Price is Right Decade. So why this one is better than the 2010 one is because 1, you get to use your me character, and 2, you get to pick whatever decade you want. So like from like 1972 to what, like I think 2012 it says. So yeah, I mean, like, you could pick whatever time you want to play the game in. If you want to play the game in 1972 or 1983 or your birth year, which, unless you're born after this game came out, which probably a majority of people that watch this channel do, because they're mostly children. Anyway, I'll go back out of that. Anyway, yeah, so this game is a lot of fun because you get to pick the decades you want, and yeah, that's pretty much the way that it is. It's like Price is Right, but you get to pick the decade, and I need to stop saying decade, so yeah. And the next one is a classic, Wii Sports. So when I first got my Wii, it came with 2 Wii games, which of course everybody's Wii comes with Wii Sports, but yeah. I don't know what it is, even though this is the very first game that was ever created for the Wii, it is still one of the best. It was, I think in like 2006, it was like one of the most bought games or something like that. I don't know if it was the most one, it might have been, I don't know, but I know that it was up there. So yeah, and that was because you could play it with anybody, you could play with any family member could get it, because it was just like playing a sport in real life, but using the Wii remote, which was ingenious. So yeah. I'd say I like the most, I like the bowling, and I like the boxing, because I just like boxing. Yeah. Speaking of boxing, I know that's a weird thing, where are you thinking of Wii Fit for that? But Wii Fit Plus, so I did have Wii Fit, but like Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus are technically the same thing. This one was just came afterwards, but yeah, Wii Fit Plus, even though it is an exercise game, and again, who wants to do that, but it's actually fun, because there are a lot of games on there that you move your body around, but they're actually fun, you stimulate your brain, blah 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 blah, you can do different stuff. I'd say the one that I like the most, again, is boxing, and that's why I said speaking of boxing, because the boxing is really fun. It's the best game on here. So yeah, we are now in my top 5. So next one is, yes, a game show. Okay, I have a problem. I'm kidding. Family Feud. And yeah, even though I know I said I didn't really like the decades, one reason why that one's just more boring. Again, this one, I love games that you get to use your me character, and this one you do, and you get to like can pick all your family members and play and stuff like that. The host is not Steve Harvey, which sucks. It's some weird character they made up, and he dances around and it's very strange. But anyway, this game is a lot of fun, especially if you love Family Feud. You can play it with the family, you can play it with friends. You can play it by yourself, but yeah, really solid game. It is Wii Sports Resort. So yeah, Wii Sports Resort was like when they did Wii Sports, and they were like, you know what, we need to do a second game. And when they did a second game, they did, wow, they do really good, because you got like so many more games you can play, and then like you have some of like the original games like the golf and the bowling, but like you have like other games in here like sword playing and wakeboarding and basketball. I was always really good at the basketball one, or the table tennis, that one too. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. It's like I said, it's like the Wii Sports, but they upped it a notch, and boy did they up it. So yeah. Number 3 is Wii Party. So this one I really wanted for a long time. When I finally got it, I was so excited. So yeah, this one is kind of like where you have just anything you, well, not really to say anything you want to play, but like there's like so many games to play. There's mini games and there's long games you can play. Like there's Board Game Island, which I know everybody knows this game is notorious for, but it's really fun to play that. And like I said, you use your me characters because it is a Wii game. So yeah, I don't even know what to say. This game's just like really good. And number 2 is Family Game Night 3. So this one, reason why I was saying I know a long time before about the Family Game Night 2, this one is so much better. I don't know what it is about this one, but this one, it has the best games. Well, maybe not all the best games. Like the Twister is, I don't know who thought putting Twister on a Wii game was a good idea, and all you do is press buttons. I say that is the worst game on here, but the rest of them are really fun. The Yahtzee game is fun, the Life game is fun, the Clue game, I don't even really like Clue that much, but I love the Clue game on here, because it's like you use your Wii character, and you get to sit there and try and solve the mystery like you do in Clue, but it's fun because it's your character and stuff like that. So yeah, last but not least, my number one favorite Wii game. And anybody's surprised, if you've been on my channel, you know I've created videos of this game, and I've had this game since it came out. So yeah, Go Vacation. This is another one of those games where it's part of Wii Ski and Snowboard and Wii Ski, but this one, they went from Wii Ski, which was really good, then to Wii Ski and Snowboard, which was terrible. Well, not terrible, but not that great, to this. This was miraculous because you get to do whatever you want. You can play games, you can just roam around any type of island that you want, like any type of resort you want. You in the mood for snow? Go snow. You in the mood for a beach? Go to the beach. It's like so much fun. There's so many activities. It takes like, the games are like solid. It's like they're easy to control, but at the same time they give you a bit of a challenge. I could go on and on and on and on about this game. I think y'all know how much I love this game, so yeah, I'll be done now. But yeah, Go Vacation is my favorite game that I own, and I play it all. Well, I haven't played it in a while because I beat quite a bit of it, but it is my favorite game, and every time I go back, it's just nostalgia for me. Ranking of my Wii games that